So we're going to get into Kim Porter's autopsy report that is public information and has a lot of interesting details. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Back at again with another video. If you have not subscribed, guys, click that button. It is daily and consistent content. Comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and let's get into this. So a content creator who goes by the name of Noor Jasmine has publicly released a full video covering every single detail of Kim's autopsy report. So I thought what I would do is write cliff notes on the most important information and get it out to you guys in less than 6 minutes. Now, I've written notes, I've read the autopsy report in detail, and it is public information to be sent to you, but it can take a very long time to be sent to you, especially if you're not in America like me. No drug or alcohol related offenses towards her death. It says in the report, she developed flu-like symptoms 4 days before her death. She was treated by a physician who was sent to her house. She did not have a primary medical physician. She traveled to a random undisclosed location in Africa and returned 1 month before being ill. A deep tissue massage was given to her from her goddaughter. She watched movies, went to bed before 12, and the following morning, the goddaughter woke up to see that Kim Porter was still unusually sleeping, and she went along her day assuming that she was just unusually sleeping, but she woke up to Kim Porter being dead next to her. Kim was found unresponsive. A couple of days before passing, she'd complained of a sore throat. 2 days after her condition was not improving, she had random sweats, cold flu-like symptoms, coughs. Dr. Farzam said that she had no appetite. Weeks later, she still wasn't feeling well. She had a streak of blood with her phlegm. She received a massage whilst ill and said that she felt better. There were contusions that were noted on her upper left arm. Multiple small red clots were noted to the right upper arm. Small contusions on her bilateral posterior upper legs. Infection fluids in the chest cavities and the surface of the lungs and noted as lobar pneumonia. Everything else in her organs systems were reported as fine, and there were no evidence collected at the scene. Now, that is just the overview of the important parts of, the notes. And we're going to just break this down because what I find to be confusing and the questions that I have upon reading this was that why wasn't her physicians, her doctors, why were they not testing her for tuberculosis, for pneumonia, especially tuberculosis, because you can contact certain levels of bacteria when you are traveling, especially in places in Africa that you've come from. You probably have caught something and you don't know. It's very common. Or in South Asia, it's very common for you to catch this stuff. Also, why did her nurse give her a massage when you're ill? Because I know that for a fact that when you are unwell, it is not a good idea to have any form of a deep tissue massage because this would help the movement of bacteria around the body, which should not have been suggested. The contusions also could have come from her having a deep tissue massage. It's very common to get bruises around your body where you don't know where you've gotten them from. It could have been a light touch or, from a massage where it's really going into your body and massaging your body. You could have some bruises naturally. So that is also something that could be a very simple explanation for a lot of these random unexplained contusions. When we look at the blood cultures, she had bacteria in her blood, the autopsy states, which I believe personally myself, something related to sepsis. Follow me, guys. Sepsis, it gets into the blood streams and it divides it. You can drop the blood pressure and death also ensues. She did state to her doctor that her temperature dropped from 101 to 96 and was still feeling unwell. This to me is a major sign of sepsis. Her doctor also ordering her a Z-Pack for medication, to me is interesting because why would you not want to place her in hospital, IV fluids, and check that tests are running okay, especially if she's explaining that blood is coming out of her phlegm. That is a huge sign, a telltale, her temperature dropping and she's still ill and that her condition is not getting better. Why would her doctors, her physicians not want to give her the best medical, procedures, treatments and outcomes? It looks like to me that is the focal point of her passing. Bacterial pneumonia mentioned, so therefore the treatment listed to me was extremely inadequate because why wasn't she offered any chest x-rays? Why wasn't she offered any mobile home x-rays to find out what is going in her chest? And to me it looks like perhaps the nurse giving her medication, perhaps that was tampered with. So to me it's not the fact that she caught pneumonia or the fact that she was drugged with something that was given her pneumonia. I think that is a theory that a lot of people have believed. But once you read the autopsy report, it does look like she could have caught pneumonia naturally, considering the fact that she was just in different locations around the world, and you can catch dormant, infections that later on can really hurt your body. And for the fact that, she had very easy symptoms to me that looks like sepsis. To me, the main issue would be the treatment. There was a lot that could have done for Kim Porter that specifically wasn't done. And if her cameras were being tracked, her mobile phones were being tracked, her locations were being tracked, and it was known to Diddy that she wasn't feeling well, then, you know, clearly he must have thought of some kind of way to expedite her passing. That is what I believe is where the tampering is done. And therefore the physicians, the nurses, anybody around her, you know, of course the coroner has passed anyways, which is very weird. But for those who were helping her in that moment of time, they weren't giving her the best treatment. Now, was that on purpose or not? We don't know. Were they paid off or not? We don't know. But for somebody who's experiencing sepsis or pneumonia-like symptoms, the fact that there's no x-ray is involved is barbaric to me. It's very confusing. The fact that she was not admitted to hospital, no IV fluids, nothing. It was just take this medicine and you will be okay. And then suggesting massages, like, it doesn't make any sense. It looks like this blood coming out, you know, her mouth, and she's complaining and that her condition's not getting better, days after days. It's very interesting, very interesting. The contusions, I believe, could have just been from the deep tissue massage. I don't believe that she was beaten. I believe things could have happened because the autopsy report states that, you know, her goddaughter woke up next to her and that she did live with 2 daughters and her friend and her friend's daughter. So many people were around her in the home, so I don't think that was the case. But make of this what you will. I just wanted to cover it in very quick, you know, 5 to 6 minutes. I believe the video that Noor has put up, definitely go watch it. It's a 20-minute video, but I wanted to just get into this very quickly, guys, and give you guys a quick overview of the important notes and my points. Make of this what you will. Subscribe to the channel. Click that button, guys. It is daily and consistent content. I would appreciate it. It's just one click to subscribe. Just one clip, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.